Now let's discuss what are the hardwares and softwares required to build any project using 8051 microcontroller. So first discuss the hardwares. Firstly you have to prepare 8051 microcontroller motherboard. Second requirement is USB ASP programmer. Third one is peripheral. Peripherals. Okay. So I'll show you all these three things. So this is your 8051 microcontroller motherboard. This type of motherboard you have to prepare. This is the motherboard. Now I'll show you the programmer. Okay, this is the USB ASP programmer. So you can prepare this programmer also, but there is no need. It will be more costly. So it is not that costly. So you can buy this USB ASP programmer. Okay. Now the third requirement is peripheral. The requirement of peripheral will be dependent on the application, which particular application you are working on. For example, if you are making one EVM machine, then you need some switches, you need some display, etc. For example, if you are making one thermometer, then you need a temperature sensor, you need one display. So the requirement of peripheral is totally dependent on the application. So here I have two peripheral with me. You can see this thing. This is nothing but LED. LED is also one IO device. It is also one peripheral. It is one output device. You see, now see this thing. This is nothing but one switch. This is called push-up switch. So this push-up switch is a input device. This LED is one output device. So in some application, this can also be used as a peripheral. Okay. Now let's discuss some of the softwares. The first software that we need is Keel Microvision. Keel Microvision. Okay, so it serves three purposes. The first thing is to write assembly language program. By using Keel Microvision software, we can write our program in assembly language. The second thing is to simulate the program. Okay, once you have written your program in Keel Microvision software, now you can check your program whether the program is working properly or not by using simulation. That also you can do by using Keel Microvision software. So once you have verified your program by using the simulation, the third step is to generate hex file. Okay, so the third step is to generate hex file. By using Keel Microvision software, we can generate hex file. This hex file will only be dumped into your microcontroller. Okay, now the second software required is Prog ISP. This software is required to dump or burn hex code or hex file onto into your microcontroller. Okay. So for example, let's say you have written a program in Keel Macrovision software, then you have simulated the program, means you have verified the program. Let's say now the program is working fine. So you can generate the hex file of that particular program. Okay. Now open Prog ISP software. By using Prog ISP software, you can dump or burn the generated hex file into your microcontroller. So microcontroller has a inbuilt ROM. So by using this particular software, you can dump the generated hex file into your microcontroller. You need one more software, that is USB ASP Programmer drivers. The third software is USB ASP Programmer driver. So this programmer, you have to insert this programmer. The USB part of this programmer will be connected to the USB port of your computer. So this programmer is a new device, it's a new hardware for your laptop or computer. So before using this USB ASP programmer, you have to install its driver in your computer or laptop. Then only you can use this particular hardware. So that is why the third software you require is USB ASP Programmer driver. Okay. So basically we need 3 hardwares and 3 softwares to build any project using 8051 microcontroller. So peripherals will be totally dependent on the applications. So here I am showing you a brief block diagram which shows the interconnection of hardwares. Okay, let's see this thing. Okay, let's see, this is your computer, this is your PC. Okay, now here comes this is your USB ASP programmer, then comes your 8051 motherboard, then your peripheral. Okay. So here in the system, in your computer, it should have these 3 softwares, whatever we have discussed. So the computer should have Keel Macrovision, Prog ISP and USB ASP Programmer driver. Okay. Now this USB ASP programmer will be connected to the PC by using USB port. Your motherboard will be connected to the USB ASP programmer by using box socket that I will show you, and your peripheral should be connected to the motherboard. So this is the block diagram of any project you build. So let me show you this block diagram in hardware. So let's say this is my motherboard, and this is my programmer. So this USB point will be connected to the USB port of my computer. This FRC socket will be connected to the box socket of my motherboard, like this. Okay. Now let me take one peripheral also. Let's say I am taking one LED. So here I am connecting one LED to the motherboard. So you can see here a peripheral is connected to the motherboard is connected to the programmer, and this programmer will be connected to your computer it will be connected to your computer's USB port. So this kind of arrangement you have to prepare. Okay.